Hello everyone, I'm going to go over Revelations chapter 2 with y'all today. So, let's get started. To the angels of the church of Ephesus, write these things. Say, he who holds the 7 stars in his right hand, who walks in the midst of the 7 golden lampstands. I know your works, your labor, your patience, and that you cannot bear those who are evil. And you have tested who say they are apostles, and are not, and have found them liars. Next page. And you have preserved and have patience and have labor for my name's sake, and have not been weary. Nevertheless, I have this against you, that you have not left your first love. Remember, therefore, from where you have fallen, repent, and do the first works, or else I will come to you quickly and remove your lampstand from its place, unless you repent. Because this you have, that you hate the deeds of Nicholas, which I also hate. He who has an ear, let them hear what have the Spirit said to the churches. To him who overcomes I will give to eat from the tree of life, which is in the midst of paradise of God. And to the angels of the church in Samurai, write these things, says the first and the last, who was dead and came to life. I know your works, tribulations, and poverty, but you are rich. And I know the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are a synagogue of Satan. Do not fear any of those things which you are about to suffer. Indeed, the devil is about to throw some of you into prison, that you may be tested, and you will have tribulations. In 10 days, be faithful until death, and I will give you the crown of life. He who has an ear to let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. He who overcomes shall not be hurt by the second death. And to the angel of the church in Pergamos write, these things say he who has the sharp two-edged sword. I know your work and where you dwell, where Satan's throne is, and you hold fast to my name, and did not deny my faith, even in the days in which Antipas was my faithful martyr, merit, who was killed among you where Satan dwells. But I have a few things against you, because you have there those who hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Black, to put a stumbling block before the children of Israel, to eat things sacrificed to idols, and commit sexual immoralities. Thus you will also have those who hold the doctrine of Nicolaitans, which things I hate. Repent, or else I will come to you quick, and will fight against them with the swords of my mouth. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him who overcome I will give some of the hidden manna to eat, and I will give him a white stone, and on the stone a new name written, which no one knows except him who receives it. And to the angels of the church in Thyatira write these things. Say, the Son of God, who has eyes like a flame of fire, and has his feet like fine brass. I know your works, love, service, faith, and your patience. And as for you works, the last are more than the first. Nevertheless, I have a few things against you, because you allow that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophet, to teach and seduce my servants to commit sexual immoralities and eat things sacrificed to idols. And I give her time to repent of her sexual immoralities, and she did not repent. Indeed, I will cast her into a sickened bed, and those who commit adultery with her into great tribulations, unless they repent of their deeds. I will kill her children, which death and all the churches shall know I am he who searches the minds and the hearts, and I will give to each of you according to your works. Now to you I say, and the rest in Thyatira, as many as do not have the doctrine, who have not known the depths of Satan, as they say, I will put on you no other burden, but hold fast what will you have till I come. And he who overcomes and keeps my works until the end, to whom I give power over the nations, he shall rule them with a rod of iron. They shall dash to pieces like the potter's vessels. I also have received my Father, and I will give him the morning star. He who has the ear to hear him, what the Spirit says to the churches. So, that's the end of chapter 3. Let's review it. So, I feel that this chapter mainly focused about you should always hold us other Christians. If you're a pastor, you should hold your students to a degree that they must follow. They can't really seduce anyone else, whether it be sexual, whether it be pleasure, whether it be sin. Any sin is bad. So I feel that the main key point is that you should not sin while being Christian. And right here it says that you should not claim to be Christian or Jewish, sorry about that. Started off as Judaism, and then we branched out to Christianity, so yeah. I feel that we should focus that we should never ever just sin and expect no repercussions, because God's going to see it all, And even the pastors that are we're the best church because we have all this. Well, you might have all of this, the pastor might be good, but you go there, the workers are probably going to sin, and just because there's a good pastor, good everything, and the servants are bad, it's just bad. You could be the best pastor in the world, but if you have bad like disciples, then, well, it's going to be, your church is not going to succeed in a way. So yeah, that was my take in Revelation chapter 2. Let me know how y'all think I did in the comments section. See you next time with chapter 3.